Hey everybody, as you see in front of you, you got a rifle scope and a smartphone. Well, most people nowadays, not everybody, has a smartphone. And if you're a hunter or a rifle shooter or whatever, you might well have a scope too. So if you're thinking what I'm thinking here, how do you record video or take photos through a scope? Well, there's really no way to do that. I mean, basically, you'd have to have the phone right behind the scope. And you can't, you wouldn't be able to hold it there to make a decent shot and keep the camera still. So what we're doing today is, or what I'm going to show you today is, something that you can make that's really inexpensive, and it'll just basically do whatever you want with your camera and your video through your scope. So here's what I have. I made this from a phone case. This is a Samsung S4. It's my older phone, so I'm using that for my actual video and camera stuff now. I use my S6, which that's what I'm recording this with now, but for the scope purpose I'm using the S4. And as you can see here, I created a connector, and there's two screws that screw into the phone case to the PVC. This is a 1 1/4 connector, I believe, or 1 inch connector that slides inside a 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 rubber hose connector. You can pick all this stuff up at your local hardware store, even the phone case in some cases, but the phone case is really cheap, and that's the main thing you need if you already have a phone. I already had this phone case, so total estimated money spent on this project to get my S4 to shoot video and make a scope cam through my scope was basically $5. This rubber hose connector, like I said, 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch at each end, cost around $3 or so, and then the PVC fitting was about $1 plus tax, so about $5. And you usually see these in the hardware store with the actual hose clamps. I took them off because it fits on my center point scopes perfectly. So let me go ahead and put the phone in the case and line the phone up with the reticle, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have the scope and the camera lined up with the phone, and basically you could just record from your phone. All you do is click the record button. But if you can't really see a clear picture like this is right now, don't get discouraged. All you do is just zoom in, and then you can straighten out your lens, and there you go. This is a homemade scope cam. And you see a lot of people do this style of scope cam with an iPhone, but you really never see it with the Galaxy. Whether it's S4, 3, 5, 6, it doesn't matter. This is how you do it. You just got to make sure your reticles get focused in the actual phone there, and as you can see, perfect. Works awesome. So I just wanted to share this with everybody. Like I said, most people have smartphones, and if you don't, you're in the dinosaur age still, but it is what it is. Like I said though, so easy to make. All I had to really do was drill 2 holes, put the screws in to line everything up, and make sure this was centered, because this rubber hose is always going to be centered with the actual adapter here. Because I used a PVC, like I said, it was a 1 inch piece that actually went inside the pipe, and you can see the inside there, or actually was the end of the pipe, I'm sorry, and a 1 inch goes inside. So this is a 1 inch piece that has a 1/2 inch hole in the center. So all I had to do was line up the camera with the 1/2 inch hole, and I was good to go. And you can see I made my markings to drill my holes and stuff for my screws, but it works perfect. I have no problem with it. You might have realized that the reticle is a little bit to the left, which, like I said, that's no big deal to me as long as I can record with my scope cam. I have no complaints about it. $5 and you got a scope cam, guys. And like I said, I took my hose clamps off, so this piece right here will come with hose clamps, so you can adjust it to foot over scopes that don't have a gnarled focus ring like this one does. Most scopes are smooth, so you might have to use the actual hose clamp and tighten it down. and get it the way you fit and adjust it the way you need to get it to work. But other than that, guys, I hope you like it. It was easy to make. All you really needed was a drill and some screws, and everything else that was mentioned in this video. I used 2 drywall screws just to be safe, because they drilled all the way through that PVC and then out the end here, because that's some thick plastic, so they'll get a good grab. But other than that, I want to say thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everyone enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one.